answer me. Huh?
Looks like you've done quite a number on this one. Intel extracted via physical torture is unreliable. It has always been my understanding that a skilled interrogator doesn't have to resort to inflicting pain on his subject.
You're right, Commander. But it all depends on the time and the place. This man used to be a member of Fox. For him, this doesn't even qualify as torture. I was simply saying hello.
I see. As a fellow Fox, you know his limits. Still, it's not easy getting information out of him, is it, Cunningham?
He is a tough one, I'll give him that. But his resilience will be his undoing. This time, I'll get the location of the remaining legacy, for sure.
Can you do it?
It's not part of my normal regimen, but there is a way.
Drugs. Truth serum won't work on a member of Fox.
While he was away from the battlefield, they developed a new formula.
Confessions extracted via truth serum can't be trusted. More so if you're using a stronger formula. He could fall apart before you even have the chance to question him. You know that as well as I. Why the hurry, Cunningham?
It seemed the ideal way to handle it from an efficiency perspective.
All right then. But I want to talk to him first.
Be my guest. Truth serums also have an anesthetic effect. If I use it before he recovers his strength, I can't make him hurt. Let's let him taste the fear a little while longer.
You've been awake all this time. You'd make a formidable opponent. I can see now why you've inherited the title of boss. And yet, you are troubled. Who are you loyal to? Why do you fight? What is a country? A soldier? Have you lost sight of these things? That's why you retired from Fox. But here you are back on the battlefield. Once you've inherited the soul of a warrior, you can never leave the battlefield. Allow me to share a story. This whole business about stealing Metal Gear, it was all a setup from the beginning. The idea was the CIA's. They were planning to give the American-developed Metal Gear to the Russians, giving the enemy a new weapon of their own design. Do you know why? Enlighten me. To prolong the Cold War. The failure of its planned economy has left the Soviet Union's finances in shambles. On top of that, thanks to the boss's work 6 years ago, they lost the Philosophers Legacy. The Russians can no longer sustain the massive military spending demanded by the Cold War. And now America, in addition to acquiring the legacy, has succeeded in deploying MIRVs in battle, and is moving to cement her military superiority through the ongoing strategic arms limitation talks. At this rate, the global balance of power will soon collapse, and before long the Cold War will have ended. And when that happens, the CIA's importance will have diminished considerably.
The CIA is giving Metal Gear to the Russians to maintain the balance of power?
Metal Gear is a weapon far more advanced than any MIRV. It would be a most valuable trump card for Moscow. One that would render SALT irrelevant. The world would move away from compromise and accommodation, and once again split in two. The age of soldiers and spies would continue. Fox's orders from the CIA were not to guard Metal Gear during transport, but to steal it. And then to pretend to defect to the Soviet Union. A clever plan on the part of the CIA. All designed to protect its organizational interests.
No. No way. I don't believe it.
This is what you call your country.
So that's why you staged a rebellion.
I will create a world I desire. Just as soldiers have need of talented officers, men have need of talented leaders. Leaders capable of granting guidance to the world. I was created for that purpose.
Created?
Have you heard of the Successor Project?
No.
It was a top-secret experiment conducted by the U.S. government. Its goal to create the ultimate battlefield commander. The skills to wage war, the aptitude for strategy, the endurance to return from battle alive, and the charisma to overwhelm and master the hearts of soldiers. My voice is endowed with a special power. Another product of the Successor Project. And the soldier they chose as the model leader was none other than the legend herself, the boss.
The boss?
I received these gifts. I inherited them. Snake, you inherited the title of boss. You were her last disciple. You and I are like brothers, and as such, I couldn't possibly kill you now. Make yourself comfortable, brother, for you're about to witness